What up, peace? Y'all know who it is. Jake Torrance, a.k.a. Jake, a.k.a. I much prefer y'all call me Little Motherfucking Tony, a.k.a. Jakey. Cobra back snaky, man. Y'all like that? Hey, man, let's talk fighting today, man. Let's talk the best fighters in the world. This is just a debate. No arguing. You know, in the comment section, man, I made the best motherfucking athlete. What I do is the best something in the world. These motherfuckers got on my ass about this shit, man. Man, this is just a debate, in my opinion, man. But the best fighters in the world ain't in the UFC. They ain't professional boxers or fighters. They in the penitentiary, man. Caged up, raised up, and ready to whip somebody's ass. Now, if you take the best fighter out here on the streets, pound for pound, world across the world, and you take the best fighter in the penitentiary, put him in a room, bro, who do you think will win? Honestly, though. Weight class, you put them in weight classes, man, I think the penitentiary guys is going to win. And it's just several reasons why, man. It's rules and regulations that these outside guys is used to fighting by. And I ain't saying that they don't know how to bite and do all that illegal shit, but they practice this shit for so long the right way, inside the rules of what they supposed to do, right? And I ain't saying they know how to do it, but when these penitentiary guys fight, bro, it's no holds barred. I don't see some of the most brutalist attacks inside the penitentiary via my short times in there or via out here just on World Star, on fucking YouTube, on whatever, across prisons across the nation, man. And these boys is so fucking frustrated and so mad, and life is so fucked up for them inside them bars, in them boxes. Man, they be waking up in the morning ready for one person to say the wrong thing, and it's just that quick, bro. And the attacks and I'm gonna say skill-wise, UFC, them guys with the triangles and the submission holds and all that shit, it's a lot to deal with. And a lot of guys, I ain't saying this, penitentiary guys, whoever, is subject to fall to a lot of those motherfucking locks and shit if you don't know what to look for. And look, guys in the UFC know what to look for, and they still fall to these goddamn holds and tap outs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, a lot of fights, bro, it's gonna, like 90 to 95% of fights is gonna come to the clinch. With me, I'm not gonna stand outside and box with a motherfucker in the street fight if I know he got some good ass hands and I ain't the motherfucking best boxer in the world, right? I'm not gonna stand out here and let me bink me, and I ain't really got no hands. I'm coming to the clinch, right? I'm grabbing this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how big he is. You know what I'm saying? And so like I do give a fuck how big. If he too big, now I'm gonna try to stay on the outside. But if he big with hands and all that shit, man, I'm not even gonna fight him, first of all. There's some other ways that I'm gonna make the fight even. But at this point in my career, you know what I'm saying? But it's guys that's so used to practicing and training inside the realm and the rules of these fights, UFC fights, professional boxing. You see what happened to Tyson when he bit Holyfield's ear off, right? You bite the motherfucker's lip off, ear off, nose off in the joint, you better keep fighting. You just better bleed on and keep fighting, because there ain't no referee there to save you, buddy, to stop the fight. It ain't no judge is there to save you, to break the shit up. You better keep fighting, or that bit ear is gonna turn into you. If you're lucky to wake up, you're gonna be waking up in one of those penitentiary hospitals, bro. Fucking suited and booted, stapled and stitched up. You know what I'm saying? Half living with a long recovery time, bro. You fucking around in these penitentiaries doing this, being big, being bad. Bro, it's somebody in the joint. For every person out here that think they tough, it's a motherfucker bully in the joint that will out-bully the bully any day of the week. Trust me, man. Trust me. Now, I ain't taking nothing away from these UFC guys. Nothing. They skill level, the triangles and all that shit, like I said, is next level. And the guys in the UFC, like I said, is subject to fall for the same shit. And they know what to look for, right? But what I'm saying is, man, God, these penitentiary fighters, these guys don't fuck around and give them a skill set. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys coming in street bound, fighting on the streets, know what they doing. A lot of these new age guys, these little young punks, I can't say that, because they so used to this, you know what I'm saying, and not enough this, that when they get locked up behind bars and they ain't got this, boy, I don't see some young punks take some OG ass whippings, boy. Some deadly young punks that will pull in a heartbeat the trigger. But they did so much of this pulling and resolved so many situations with this. When it was time for this, it was over with. They didn't know what to fucking do, right? But I'm telling you guys, I promise you guys, it's some boys that's locked up across this nation, across this world, that nobody on the outside wants to deal with, man. And anybody that's locked up, and it's always in every penitentiary, bro, let me tell you, it's always 4 to 5 motherfuckers, right? That's just, this is 4 to 5 minimum. That's just no holds barred, that will whip some ass all the way across the world. And I'm talking about most of these guys doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys are more settled down now, you know what I'm saying, because of the numbers and the time that they did, and ain't into that type of activity. But let me tell you, if you wake a motherfucking sleeping bear up from hibernation like them, boy, them bears is gonna give you and I don't give a fuck who it is. And that sleeping bear, and that motherfucker that waking that bear up is the guy on the outside, right? That I'm telling you, if you put these guys in the motherfucking room and let the best penitentiary fighter and the best motherfucking fighter on the outside win, I'm putting my money on the penitentiary guy. I don't give a fuck if it's put them in weight classes. I don't care if it's UFC. I don't care if it's professional boxing. I'm going with the penitentiary guy. Because this guy, 1, frustration. 2, no holds barred mentality. 3, always fighting with no rules or regulations involved. Lucky to get a motherfucker to break it up in time, right? Most of the time, these penitentiary fights, these COs is so outnumbered. That's why these COs is hard to find. They're so outnumbered, and they so outmatched, and they so outmanned, they can't even break up a 2-on-2, a 2-people fight without 5, 6, 7 other COs coming over there to help them. That's why they got that motherfucking man down button, that red button that they push whenever they in trouble. All of them, you should see how they swarm up and come help to each other. They know that man, it must be a fight or something, a lot of attacks on COs, but a lot of times it's just 2 inmates fighting, and they can't do nothing by themselves with these guys, man. I don't see some of the most brutalist attacks in my life on the inside, man. Some gory shit like with weapons, without weapons, right? Now, this is another thing. The mentality of the prisoner and the mentality of the street fighter is two, they one and the same, but they totally different, man. The prisoner is fucking, like I said, fully frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Looking for somebody, has reasons to take his anger and frustration out on people because they've been locked up in that box. But most of them, for a number of years, these guys that I'm talking about, these whip-ass guys, most of them is so built up with rage, so built up with anger, whether if they show it or not. Like I said, it's a lot of sleeping bears, and it's a lot of bears in hibernation in the joint, man. But it's a lot of them that ain't in hibernation. One wrong word, one wrong action. Sometimes you ain't even got to do the wrong shit. They just wake up looking to whip somebody's ass, bro. And whipping ass is what they specialize in. I know some specialists just in my city that I've been locked up with, bro, that I don't see do damage. And I know some guys on the outs that specialists out here that do damage. Like I said, I ain't taking nothing away from nobody, but it's just in my opinion, debatable opinion, you know what I'm saying? Opinion. I'm not saying that I think I'm right, but you could think, of course, there's gonna be a lot of people, especially on the outside, especially these UFC guys and fighters, that say, I can beat these penitentiary guys up and blah, 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 blah. I want to see it. I want to see it. Because I know what goes down in the joint, and it ain't nothing nice, man. What you think, man? Let me know, y'all. Is it the penitentiary guys? Is it the guys locked up? And I need some true opinions, because it's gonna be biased if it's guys that ain't never seen the inside. And it ain't nothing to be proud of, man. But if you did some time, you did some time, man. Let me know, man. The guys that's been locked up, or even the guy, you ain't have to be locked up, just but if you know, because a lot of times it's a lot of film and a lot of shit, penitentiary fights and shit all over, like I said, World Star, YouTube, all kind of shit. What's your opinion, man? Who do you think will win, man? The penitentiary game is crazy, bro. It's a place that I never want to go back to. But I tell you what, the best fighters in the world is from the inside and not the outside. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Let me tell y'all who I am, man, real quick. It's Jakey J.